What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. All right. What's up, Scott? What's up, B Hedge? It is Friday. Today is Friday. Sorry for the echo. All right. So going on 4 green days this week. 4 green days. No losing days so far. Let's look at the market right now. The market is down some today. After a pretty nice green day yesterday, the market is down today in pre-market. It's down to 285, roughly 285 even. Or no, roughly 285.90, almost 286 even. Sorry. But first, what I'm looking at today, guys, is OTLK. OTLK. Let's look up some news in a minute. I'm gonna go grab my coffee, and then we can go ahead and get the news rolling here in a minute. But we got some options today. We do have some options. What's everybody's main watch? While I go get my coffee, everybody let me know what their main watch is for today. All right, I am back. I am back here. So let's see what we got people saying here. ACHN and OPLK. Yeah, I mean, I think those are going to be on a lot of people's list today. I think ACHN and OPTK or OPLK, sorry, are going to be on a bunch of people's list just because they're moving some and they're gapping up. We can look up the news for both of these for both OTLK and both AC and also ACHN. Let me find this here. Hold on one second. Let me find my news. Here we go. All right, so for OTLK, that's the first one I'm going to be looking up. They adjusted their adjusted loss for quarter two was smaller than last year. So they did, or was smaller than before. So they did have a smaller adjusted loss in the second quarter. Revenue did decline year over year, and that's something to consider. But I guess the adjusted loss being narrowed is causing OTLK to push up, even though revenue did decline year over year from last year. So we'll see what happens with OTLK. It's a penny stock. You never really know what this one's going to do, and so we'll watch it for sure. Another one we're looking at is ACHN. ACHN here. And it sounds like this is a positive trial release, a positive data trial from a trial. So yeah, ACHN basically put out something that said that their interim data was positive for their ACH 4471 trial, and that is causing shares to be up from that. So yeah, they reported positive interim data for the ACH 4471 phase 2 combo trial with their bio drug. And so we'll see what happens with ACHN. Positive data for that one. We also have another one that I'm really going to be looking at is IOVA here. IOVA had a pretty crazy run yesterday and kind of crazy moves. And so I'll be watching IOVA for sure. I think it ended up dropping yesterday, right? Yeah. And so I'll definitely be watching this one for sure. It's still pretty extended, I think. It's still up a ton. And so IOVA, it's tradable for me. It's got a big range. I'll definitely keep an eye on this one today. We also have AMAT, one of Mitch's favorite stocks, AMAT. It's basically filled the entire gap already, though. That's the only concerning factor with this one is that, it gapped up from 4160s all the way to almost 45. It got up to like 4470. But it basically filled this entire gap already. And we can look up the news for AMAT, but like I said, it's essentially filled this entire gap already. And so that is a little bit concerning for this one. At the same time, though, that previous day's close is still going to be somewhat in play, I think. I think that previous day's close will be in play to a certain extent. Since it's a little bit closer there, the previous day's close is right around 4183. So it's like right here. Let me see if I can draw that a little bit better. I always like to draw out these previous closes because they're just such significant levels here. All right, so we'll keep an eye on AMAT. And this is on positive Q2 results, I believe. Earnings beat the analyst forecast. And they unveiled their guidance. For fiscal third quarter. Better than expected results for its second quarter despite revenue and adjusted earnings edging lower year over year. So that's why it filled the gap. So we'll see what happens with that one. We also, another one that was moving crazy yesterday in pre-market was AMD. I was watching AMD. It spiked up huge. And this is one of the big reasons why I don't trade earnings releases or anything like that is because you can see after pre-market, this thing skyrocketed up to 2870s. And then it essentially just filled the entire gap and then actually became red in pre-market this morning. So this one, AMD's actually gapping down from 2801 to 2758. And so it's gapping down, what is that, roughly 43 cents or so, 43 cents. So we'll see what happens with this one for AMD. Going to keep an eye on that one. Another one that's gapping down is PINS. PINS. We can go ahead and look up the news for AMD really quick. I'm not seeing anything. The IDC put out a report for worldwide semiconductor revenues that are going to decline 7.2%. Basically speculation that the semiconductor revenue is going to decline in 2019 for AMD. So we'll see what happens. We also have Pinterest here, which is huge gap down from 30.86 to 25.40s. So over a $5 gap down for Pinterest here. And this is for Q1 results. And yeah, this was the first earnings report for Pinterest since its IPO. Yeah. International business continues to struggle. The company reported larger losses than expected in its first quarterly earnings report. Oh, can we believe that? One of these stocks, one of these companies that's not even profitable yet, that's IPOing, is putting in worse results. Who knew? Let's see what this thing IPO'd at. I'm curious. All right, so this thing is actually up from its IPO date. I mean, it IPO'd at 23, and if you want to see a way to IPO, this is the way to do it. You IPO under what you actually think. I mean, the banks that are initiating the IPO are never going to want that because they're not going to make any profit on it. But I think you gotta lowball the first IPO with a lot of these tech companies that aren't even profitable yet, like Uber and Lyft and something like that. I think the next people that are going to IPO with these tech companies that technically are not profitable yet, I think they're going to lowball their initial price. And I think that's the way to do it because, you know, it gives it a little bit more hope that it can rise instead of just being greedy like, say, Lyft or Uber and just IPOing too high and then having it just tank after the IPO, which is what we got with both of those. All right, guys. URI and UDKN. Anything else? Let me look at what everybody else is watching right now. We got, like I said, URI. Just not enough volume. I mean, not enough movement in pre-market for me to really be interested. Because I like basing my trades off of those pre-market levels. And so for me, at least, they're just not my style, bro. Which is okay. Everybody trades differently, brother. Let's see. We got EARS. EARS, we got WKHS. That one's been moving a lot lately. GERN, man, that's an old school one that I used to trade. The range is too small on this one now, though. Just too small of a range. We got ACB, we got CRON, CGC. I'll be keeping an eye on these three. CGC faded beautifully yesterday, and this is one of my this is one of the ones I did trade yesterday. If you caught my video, I did trade this fade. Beautiful fade, both times really. And so I just want to show you guys why this previous close is so significant here. If you guys remember what I said with AMAT when I started to look this up, look how significant this previous closing price is. I mean, you could draw a line right at that previous closing price and look where it goes. Like, look what happens here at this previous closing price. And if you're looking to trade gaps, I don't care if it's a penny stock, I don't care if it's a high cap stock, I don't care if it's a mid cap stock. If you're looking to trade any type of gapping move, any type of gap strategy, you have to be aware of the previous day's closing price. That level has so much weight and so much sway over a lot of what these stocks do. The previous day's closing price, super significant. And you can think, why is it significant? It's because at that point, the trade has effectively filled the gap. If it actually hits that previous day's close, I can use AMAT here as an example. It's actually effectively filled that gap already. And so if you're looking to trade gaps, just tips, the previous day's closing price is huge, huge. And I've actually been using it lately to base my risk off of when I'm trading these VWAP fades in between the low of the day and the VWAP range. I've been using that level as risk a lot of the time in these trades. And, you know, like I said, it just has a lot of weight over what the stock is going to do. And it doesn't even really matter the price range. The previous day's close is extremely significant. Especially with gapping up stocks, I will say that. Especially with gapping up stocks. We got IQ gapping down some as well. IQ, I'll keep an eye on that one. We got a lot of gap downs, probably because the SPY overall is just down. You know, you can see the SPY is actually down some here. Hey, nice, brother. Hey, good luck, man. Good luck, Swill. Yeah, I used to have a friend of mine. Sadly, he's passed away, but we used to call him Big Swill. And so I can remember Swill. All right, so let's see what's going on in the overall market. U.S. stock futures are flat today. We got Nvidia post-earnings rally. fades. Pinterest down. And yeah, you can see the overall market is down because of that. What's up, Hugo? What's up, brother? So Mitch and I are actually going to be, we're actually going to be publishing our next class. We're actually going to be publishing our next class today after the stream. It's called No Hesitation in Trading. And so we're going to be publishing it after the stream, and I'll be posting that link here as well for you to check out. Hold on one second, guys. All right, I'm back. Hey, the champ is here. The champ is here. What's up, two-way? What's up, brother? Tiny, I know you wanted me to sing you something today on the stream. I know you wanted me to sing you something, but I think it was, what was it? What did you want me to sing? I think if I remember correctly, it was Kelly Clarkson, and I just can't do that. I just can't do that. First of all, I don't know any Kelly Clarkson. I actually know the champ is here from Muhammad Ali and just the song people have made out of that. I know that song. But I don't think I can sing you Kelly Clarkson, Tiny. And so I apologize about that. Maybe I'll learn it. It just depends. Yeah, so we'll see what we get today, guys. Alright, so yeah, like I said, 4 green days this week. I think that's 5 green days in a row, if I remember correctly. 5 green days in a row, I think, is what it is. I think it's 5 green days in a row. I have to go back and check. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'll have to go back and check. But yeah, like I said, one I'm really going to be watching is IOVA. I still think that one's up a ton. It closed Wednesday at like 11.50, and then it opened up at 16.17 or so, or 15 or 16, and now it's still at 15. So I think IOVA will be interesting. Yeah, man. Zoom had a beautiful VWAP bounce yesterday. Just a beautiful bounce. Huge range for Zoom, too. Zoom's had a monster range. I mean, that thing's got like a 10-15% range on what the price of it is. Yeah, I'll definitely watch IOVA. Yeah, Scott's here. Yeah, look, he's right above you, two-way. He's right above you, bro. All right. Like I said, guys, join our public Discord channel. Our goal for this Discord is to create a free day trading chat room. And so if you want to help support us in this growth and help turn this into a really nice free day trading chat room for traders to take advantage of, go check out that link. Like I said, that's the goal. We're trying to create a free trading chat room. And like I said, we'll also be posting a class today after the stream, and so we hope you'll be able to make it. It's uploading now, and it should be all set to debut after the stream today. And two-way, man, we didn't have two-ways news this morning, man. We never got two-ways news. That's kind of sad, bro. But yeah, you can see the SPY overall is down. You can see the SPY is down right now. Pinterest is down. Under Armour is up. What I'm going to be watching, I'll definitely keep an eye on Under Armour as well. UA. It's gapping up about, what is that, 64 cents. We got Roku, which is down. SQ, which is down. Yeah, we'll see what we get today. ACHN. We got Cray, C-A-R-Y. This looks like an acquisition or a buyout of some sort. I'm guessing it's an acquisition or buyout. Let's look it up. I'm pretty sure it probably is an acquisition or a buyout of some sort here. Buyout deal with HP Enterprise. Yeah, I mean, and that's what it looks like. Anytime you see a stock gap up but then stay extremely stable after it gaps up a huge amount and there's no volume like in between, it's typically a buyout acquisition or something. Yeah, so that's kind of what we see there. So we'll see what happens. A lot of times these will stay in a narrow range. Not always. They could move. But a lot of times these will stay in a narrow range. We can also look at Sony today, SNE. It's gapping up from 52s all the way to 53.60s. Hey, appreciate the subs. Trustin, Samuel, Pino. Welcome, guys. Appreciate the subs. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Mitch and I day trade live on stream every weekday. And unlike everybody else, we actually show our account balance, we show our profit and loss, and we let people watch our entire trade. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Man, my phone is just ringing nonstop this morning. All right. All right. Let's see. What's up, the best? Good morning. Team. What's up, brother? Yeah, no texting and driving, bro. We got Disney here, which is tanking this morning. What else do we have? We got, we should have Mitch here, so Mitch should be here. What's up? What's up, Asia? All right, so let's see what my account is at. Like I said, yesterday I had a $12 gain yesterday. I had a $12 gain yesterday. Um, and so we'll see what my account's at. I'm guessing my account's probably at like $5 over or something like that. There we go. I don't know why this one's up too. I got too many screens up. As long as it's in the green, which it should be, I'll be happy. Let's see. It is still $3. So I basically was break even yesterday. But green is good, and I'll take it. And so I'm still up. Yes, Tiny. I'm on the pro package. Fortunately. Yeah, DOS is available, Fetty. I mean, at least it was when I used it, but I had to. I know when I used DOS on a Mac, it was like when I used DOS on a Mac, I had to download like a program called Crossover to allow me to actually run it on a Mac. But I was able to make it work. Like I was able to actually use DOS on a Mac. But like I said, I had to download a crossover program to make it run on a Mac. I don't know if they've changed that. That was a few years ago. That was like 2 years ago, and so I don't know if they've changed that since then, and they're a little bit more Mac friendly. But at least when I did it, it wasn't. They didn't have a program solely. They didn't have a platform solely dedicated to Mac. At least when I used it. But like I said, it's been 2 years or so. I don't know if there's a way to check it, Everett. I know that, like, I know one of the ways that people are saying is that it really equals out to about 0.0075 per share. So, for instance, 200 shares is going to be approximately $1.50 per trade, which is the minimum anyway. So, like, it's going to be roughly that. But there might be other fees. I'm not sure. Let me reach out. The best thing to do is probably to reach out to them. No, DOS is not the TradeNet platform. So TEFS is the TradeNet platform, Fetty. And they do have a Mac platform for TEFS, but for TradeNet, it's not DOS. DOS is like SureTrader and CMEG group, or CME Elite, or CM Elite group is what DOS is for. Speed Trader, SureTrader, and CME group. TEFS and TradeNet. TradeNet uses TEFS, which is what I'm using here. So this is TEFS. It's not DOS. It's actually very similar to DOS, though. It's actually very similar to DOS. But it's not DOS. It's just, it's TEFS. Very similar, though. Yeah, right. They're almost. I mean, I love the DOS platform, and because of that, I like TEFS. TEFS is very, very similar. Do I trade options? Not that much. I do sometimes. Mostly just on Robinhood, small contracts and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, guys? We got we got some new people in the Discord, guys. What's up? Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, Tiny, is that I wouldn't, like I have like one, two, three. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12 charts up on mine. Right now on my Thinkorswim, and so I have 12 charts up. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Honestly, I would recommend just doing one. Just doing one. That, or you can, if you have two different computers, maybe use one for charting and then one to execute the trades. And so that way you're kind of keeping one running less free. It should be able to, though. I would think it would be able to, especially if you just have one chart up on Thinkorswim. Just remember, though, like Like Mitch, the charting Mitch uses is Tef's charting. So their charting really isn't that bad. Like if I pull this up here, you can see like Tef's charting isn't really that bad. Like I can pull it up and you can really kind of see what it looks like. It's actually decent charting. It's a high. I consider it a high quality platform. But yeah, I mean it's good charting. It just depends, right? It just depends on. There's a few subtle differences. I just like Thinkorswim a little bit better, and like you can change the theme here and do all this different stuff. But the Tef's charting really isn't that bad, and I honestly think Tef's charting lags a little bit less than Thinkorswim. Hey, appreciate the sub, Grant. Welcome, brother. Appreciate the sub, man. Yeah, like I said, guys, Mitch and I day trade live on stream every weekday. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we hope you'll join us. We're about to get ready to trade live in about 13 minutes. We're actually going to trade live, let people watch us trade like we do every weekday. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't. My watch list for today, Fetty, is, let's see. I'll find it. Here it is. That's my watch list today. The higher cap stocks have definitely been moving a little bit more than the small cap stocks. What did Bitcoin ever end up doing? I know Bitcoin had its crazy run, a few days ago. But what did Bitcoin ever end up doing here? Bitcoin. Oh. It dropped. But I mean, it's still up there. Bitcoin's still pretty high. I mean, it dropped from its what is that? What was its high? It's like 7,400 or so. Yeah, Bitcoin's highs in the last week or two were at roughly 7,400. So not bad. It's still up there for Bitcoin. Hey, don't you talk about my baby like that, two-way. Don't you talk about her like that, bro. Good old AMD. I'm definitely gonna be watching it today as well. What's up, bitch? You ready, bro? Let's see. Yeah, 100% Wolf. It really is, man. Thinkorswim. I mean, you can actually dedicate, and it makes sense. Like Thinkorswim is super dynamic, super customizable. You can do a lot of different stuff with Thinkorswim, and so it would only make sense that it's going to use a lot of memory and a lot of RAM to keep it running. But you can dedicate more RAM in your system to Thinkorswim. Like that's something I did. I dedicated a little bit more because I have an i7 16 gig. My computer's decent enough to I typically have like 8 platforms up, 8 programs up at once. I have Trade Ideas, Thinkorswim, OBS, Tefs, Calculator. Right now I have Filmora up, and then I have like 6 or 7 windows on Chrome. And all of that is with 3 separate monitors and 12 charts up on Thinkorswim. So I run a lot of different stuff at once on my computer, but and it handles it. It handles it. I'm sure it would be a lot faster if I close some stuff down, but for now, it handles it. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and close Filmora. I'm sure that's taking a ton of memory now that that's done uploading. All right, guys. We got about 9 minutes left. Let's see if we can finish the week out strong. Like I said, we have had 4 green days this week. I believe that's 5 green days in a row for me. I think it's 5. I think I've had 5 profitable days in a row. I think the last losing day I had was Thursday of last week. And I've streamed it all live, and if I didn't stream it live, I recorded it and I let the recording go continuously so you can see my trade log and my everything. So you know I'm actually making those trades and I'm not cherry picking the winning trades out of there. So we'll see. We'll see how long we keep the green streak going. At this point though, it's a little bit different than my last streak. My last streak I had 12 green days in a row, and I had 12 days where I had 0 losing trades. I actually had 12 days where I didn't have any losing trades at all, which is extremely rare. This one's a little bit different. I've had losing trades in this streak, but I haven't had a losing day in 5 days. And so every day I've finished green for the past 5 days. And so we'll see if we can keep that going here. Yeah, man, I pulled the mic a little bit closer. I feel like, is this better? Do you guys like it when it's closer up here, or should I put it back where it was? XL and X, let me see. I like the range. It's got a big range, and it's gapping down. All right, so this one's better. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the range of this one. It's just I'm not used to it, and whenever you trade certain stocks over and over again, you kind of get a good idea of how they act. I don't know this stock well enough to really to really be confident in trading it with huge sizing, but it looks interesting, and I like the range. At least it's moving some. Nicholas, yeah, no stress, brother. I have it's the blue snowball microphone. Is what I use, the blue snowball microphone. I got to get a stand for it to where I can keep it this close without having to hold it. Because right now I'm holding it. And I need to get one of those rotating arms that will kind of hold the mic closer to me. Nike, that's NKE, right? Just not that much movement in pre-market and after hours for Nike. So we'll see. But like I said, not too much movement there. Yo, what's up, Mitch? What's up, brother? Mitch, you getting the thing ready, bro? You getting the Zoom ready? Yeah, probably, Tony. I mean, it's either that or I might buy another mic. I like these microphones though. They're legit mics. I like these. But yeah, I'll definitely be keeping an eye on AMAT. Another strategy, like I said in my video yesterday, guys, another strategy that's been working exceptionally well is the moving average crossover strategy on AMD. I think it's worked every day this week. Every day that I've actually traded it, it's worked this week. And so the moving average crossover has been working considerably better than, some of the other strategies. And so we'll see what happens with that one as well. All right, guys, let's see. We got less than 5 minutes now. I'm going to get everything ready for us to trade today. Get all my platforms up. There we go. We got that ready, so yeah, let's do it, guys. All right. Yeah, well, if it's yeah, it's more of a scalping trade, Wolf. It's, here's the thing, right? I always try to be honest with myself about the viability of a strategy and a setup, right? Like, I always try to be honest with, is the setup or strategy actually going to work or not? Is it actually going to work or not? I got to be honest with myself about whether the strategy actually works. You know what I mean? And I think the moving average crossover, at least for me, at least for me, the moving average crossover works considerably better whenever it's just a scalping style of a move. Whenever it's just a scalping trade. That is when the moving average crossover works the best, in my opinion, is, like I said, when it's just a scalping style of trade. I usually give myself a 1-to-1 risk to reward target, around 1-to-1, and I just try to take 10-15 cents from it. That's all I really try to do is just take 10 to 15 cents, and then, that's basically it. I don't try to hold this one for a long time. I try to just get in and out and be done with it. Because if I hold it for too long, it can reverse. And so, I kind of just try to stick with a very short-term trade. And I think that tends to work the best. Just a very short-term move, short-term style of trade. All right, we should have Mitch here now. Testing. All right, guys, we have about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Let's do it, guys. Look at AMAT. Look at AMAT here. It's squeezing back up already. But yeah, like I said, we got about 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes. And that's okay, Tiny. That's okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to find your niche in trading, and that's okay. It just, whenever honestly, your first account will give you a better idea. Your first account will give you a better idea. And so just take it slow. There's there's no need to rush it. You can just take it slow, and not force anything. Just let your strategy kind of come to you, if you will. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching AMAT and AMD this morning, though. We got 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. Yo, Mitch, can you hear me, bro? Test. I don't know if we got Mitch here or not. All right, there's the bell. We got the bell going. Let's do it, guys. Let's see if we can finish the week off strong today. Let's see if we can finish. Oh, let's try the moving average crossover again today. Sorry, I forgot. Let's get this up. All right, and so the long-term simple moving average, if it crosses under the short-term, so if the long-term crosses under the short-term, then it's going to signify a downward or bearish move for this strategy, and so that's what I'm looking at now. I'm looking at a downward or bearish move for AMD. And you can see the blue one's the 26 SMA, and the white one is the 12 EMA. And so I'm looking for the blue line to cross under the 12 EMA, and that's going to signify a downward move. Let's see, we also have ACHN. Which doesn't look terrible here. It's filling some of that gap already. I'm also looking at Under Armour, UA. Under Armour maybe one I'll watch today, depending on how it acts at the open this morning. All right, guys, we got Mitch here. All right. We got Mitch here today.
Cron breaking out.
And yeah, if AMD doesn't make the moving average cross, so basically if the moving average crossover doesn't happen, that's okay, and you just don't take the trade. You just wait for this blue line to cross under the white line, and if it doesn't, then you just kind of hang out. You don't force it. Big spike up on AMD, and AMD's gapping down some. So I mean, it may be kind of a moot point trying to short it right now because it's gapping down. But look at AMAT. Like I said, I'm also looking at UA here. UA. Yeah, Cron's looking good. Pinterest is a lot of stuff's bouncing back. I'm still looking at Macy's.
OVA getting some strength.
Yep, I see that one too.
I'll let you know when I see the big orders.
Uh, all right, so the SPY is bouncing back some, and like I said, it had a pretty big red day, red extended hour session. Would you care to explain the Trade Idea scanner, how it works, what the information says? Yeah, I mean this one, the new daily highs, is pretty self-explanatory. It's when the stocks are breaking the high of the day. It alerts me and it tells me the stock, which is the symbol, the description, which shows you where the new high is, the price, the volume today. Same thing, massive volume and low float just means big volume coming in for low float stocks. High of the day Momo scanner is the same thing. Just tells me when it's breaking the high of the day. Breaking out on volume just means it's breaking out, not necessarily breaking the high of the day, but it's breaking out in some way or another. And then new daily lows is self-explanatory as well. It's just stocks
Right,
breaking
watching
lows.
Square here. Needed to reject 32s. It just went right over it.
Look at UA. UA doesn't look bad.
Cannabis stocks looking strong.
UA looks like it may pull a washout long. And if it does, it would have to break that $20 level, but that doesn't look terrible. Macy's pulling a washout long. A lot of stuff's bullish right now in green. No, I can't. I don't think I can turn the voice on for that one. All right, so I'm just hanging out here. There goes UA. Like I said, breaking that high of the day. Nice little washout long for UA. For me, I don't see too much I like. Maybe Cron for VWAP bounce. Doesn't look terrible. I know Roku already bounced off the VWAP once. It's just, where's the risk for Cron? I think 15 or not 15. That's too tight. Maybe 14.96 or so for like an 8 cent risk, and then from 4 up to.
All right, looking at EMPH. Risk here would be 5 cent risk.
EMPH, let's see.
It's holding a little well. Needs to reject this 1480 first.
You talking about on the short side or the long side?
Short side. And a nice washout on the open candle. From 471s down to the 460s. ACB strong. Strong out the gate. A lot of volume. Yep, can look for VWAP bounce in Cron.
Yep. Doesn't look bad there. I mean, it already kind of did already. That
Yeah.
first little bounce was the one I was talking about. The only thing is like risk reward was the only questionable thing. Like you could have an 8 cent risk for 96, but it doesn't give you the best risk reward. You could use the whole dollar for like a 4 cent risk, which I think would have been a little bit better. Um,
Yeah, if you would have got like 1506 and risk off of 15, that wouldn't have been too bad.
right.
EMPH actually getting the lift there. Like push through 15 can really get this one moving. I'm going to keep an eye on this one today.
AMD looking really strong too, so I don't think we're gonna get that moving average cross. I mean, we could. It's actually kind of setting up so like if it quickly reverses, it could possibly give it to you. You could also look for a VWAP bounce maybe. We could also look at UA because if you like, I like UA here because you could just have such a tight risk at like $20 or so. And so I don't mind UA here actually. It looks strong. The only problem is that it's gapping up so much. I think it's a little extended after that huge gap up. Kron with a beautiful VWAP bounce did exactly what I thought it would. Um, and then AMAT here is looking a little weak. We'll see if it breaks underneath the VWAP. That's kind of what I'm looking at now for it.
And that GoPro right here.
Yeah, almost everything is moving up though. We got Macy's, Roku, ENDP, AMRN, ACB, Kron, UA, almost everything except for AMAT. Everything else is skyrocketing up. So it seems like a really bullish day. So unless we can get some reversals going here, I'm just gonna patiently wait.
All right, looking at GoPro here.
Long or short?
Short. 3 attempts. All right, short there. Got a starter.
I don't see anything for me right now. I can go ahead and throw you up while you're here.
All right, got a risk off of 720 here. Don't want to see this hold above this 17. Rejected to get above this line once, twice. This will be the third time here. I want to see it hold here, not get above here and hold. All right, looking good. I just want to see a rejection to the 15s. 20s will get us out. There's 19s. Got to be careful here.
Pinterest maybe for a view up bounce. I don't hate it. Let's see, risk. Roughly 25.95.
Kron, nice move there.
35 cent risk. About a 70 cent reward.
This next candle is going to be big for us in GoPro. Kron breaking out there.
Yeah, man, Kron's skyrocketed. And I was looking at Pinterest as well for a VWAP bounce. I thought the risk reward was decent.
Maybe ACB for a VWAP bounce. 84s, risk off of 80s.
There goes Pinterest. I gotta start attacking these VWAP bounces a little bit more. I see them a lot.
They work. You got to
Yeah,
put
for
the
sure.
limit order out as it approaches it. Boom, you get filled. Just
Yeah.
hold your wrist.
Right. Yeah, they definitely. I mean, look at Pinterest and Kron today. Those beautiful bounces, man.
ACB setting up well on the bullish side.
And besides the fact, like the overall market is just ripping. It's up, man. It's up big.
I said it is ripping.
It is, man. That thing's moving up, man. Everything is really. I mean, I can still wait. It's still early. It's 12 minutes into the day, so I'm not gonna force anything now. But
Right.
there you go. A little bit better. Now you got that resistance level above you too.
That definitely gives me that strong point to go off of 720s.
But man, everything's just running.
Just got to give it a second here to head to the 715s.
Yeah, I might pull you down so I can start looking for some stuff. If that's cool. All right.
Yeah, mine's slowed down a little bit. Just got to be smart here.
I'm gonna regret not getting in Pinterest. Even now, I would have made 30-something cents from it, and so just a nice move already for that one.
There's ACB holding out for the breakout. Ooh, come on, taking off.
Yeah, man. All the cannabis stocks, most of the cannabis stocks are at least.
There you go. That looks good for me. All right. That looks good here.
Yeah, for sure. Much better for you. What's your entry with that one?
Right 715. I want to get into the 16s and 17s.
I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Look at the VWAP bounces today, man. Pinterest would have nailed that one too. AMRN's actually pulling back though, but it's already bounced once, and so it's just a little bit less reliable for me. But man, Pinterest, beautiful bounce. Cron, beautiful bounces too, man. I should have taken them.
Good to see. Good to see. I gotta record. Oh man.
No record today?
Nah, I'm so worried about just getting up to the stream. Sucks because it was a good trade to begin with.
Right. You still got to tell them if you start it now. I mean, you can still get it.
Yeah, I started it up. It's recording. Expecting a little bounce in this, but then we could get the volume to wash it out. And if it washes out on the daily chart, I could see it going below $7 today. Maybe making a move even down to that 650 on the daily. That gives me more than enough room for risk and reward. Even just down to the low of the day is going to be a nice gain for us.
Nice 2A.
How's that IOVA?
I haven't looked at it in a while. It's just a little too choppy for me.
Be about rejection and a hard one.
Yeah, Yeah, man, there it goes. I mean, I'll look at this one. It's just such a huge range stock that it's like,
It's hard. You
yeah,
have to adjust your share size and be very open to kind of expanding the range that you're expecting.
yep.
What
Man,
are you,
I'm
man?
I'm I'm honestly more bummed out about Pinterest here. Pinterest, beautiful
Yeah,
VWAP bounce.
man. MU, a straight line up. It's kind of weird. I
Yeah,
haven't seen a move like that in a while.
honestly, AMD too. AMD's absolutely like it pulled back a little bit, but it's been skyrocketing up as well. With the SPA's been ripping up as well, so we got a lot of upward movement today for sure, especially in mid to high cap land. You know. ACB too. We got Pinterest. Everything's up. It's not one of those times where I really want to risk shorting some of these. Yeah, Roku's up. SQ is up. A lot of these are up big. Look at Pinterest move, man. That VWAP bounce is nice for that one. ACHN. Yeah, ACHN has already filled the gap effectively though, and I don't think it's tradable for me. It might be. Let me see. I don't think it is though. Whoa, sorry. Kron's back to the VWAP, and I could consider it here.
All right, don't want to see it at 19. 19's my risk now because we got a lower high. Lower high meaning we don't want it to see above really 717, but we'll let it get 1 cent up there, and then we'd cover.
All right, I'm starting to consider getting in Kron here, so I'm gonna pull you back down and look at maybe some of these for VWAP bounces. AMD as well. But we're getting a pullback. I'm guessing the SPY is dropping, right? Let's see. Yep, pullback on the SPY here. That should help you too. I'm gonna wait. The SPY's having an awfully big
All
pullback
right, it's
really
looking good
quickly
for me
here.
now.
Yeah, SPY's ripping down now. And so, depending on how well the SPY drops, I think it's gonna dictate what some of these do. Kron's not the best risk to reward either. I'm gonna go ahead and move these moving average crossovers. I don't think I can It's a little bit too late for the moving average play.
Like we always talk about, guys, the best thing you can do as a trader is just get yourself in the position to win. It's probability game. You just let the probabilities play out, set yourself up in your planned strategy with a planned attack.
Yep. All right, there's 11s, 12s.
AMAT holding well.
All right, I just jumped in AMD. I'm going to use that whole dollar level of 28, just under 28 as my risk here, with just 200 shares.
I'm going to look for a pullback to 43.50s for AMAT and for it to hold there, and then it could break out through the 44s. A square possibility on that one. I was looking at it, but it's faked out.
It's the first time I've taken a long trade in a while. Oh no, I took some earlier this week, believe it or not. I forgot about that. Oh wait, I forgot to record too. I'm right there with you, bro.
All right, expecting square to come to this 65.20s. That's 65.20s. The risk right now is 65.50s. So you got to wait for it to get to that level, really reject, and then you can get on this hammering it to the 64.73. 50 cent.
I'm getting pretty close to my risk here. I want to see it bounce off of the whole dollar here, but it's getting awfully close. And so I just got to keep it tight here. It's a very small position. I might be down like $15 in this trade if I do lose 15, $20. And so, but the SPY is dropping. And that's the big thing we have to watch out for, is that the SPY is actually dropping down some. And so that's definitely going to influence AMD.
Did I hear small sizing?
I mean, I'm taking it long, but, you know. I'm going to make my excuses, but I'm
I
long.
got to bust your balls a little bit, John.
I'm long in the trade, though, man. I'm not used to going long. I'm almost...
I know. I like it. Hey, sometimes you got to be smart. Kind of start working your way towards taking those trades. And if it's small sizing that lets you take them, take them.
Right.
And then you adjust as you start nailing them down.
All right, there we go. There's 15s. We got a nice little bounce up. We'll see if this run continues here.
I like it on ACB a little better than Cron right now because it's the first time that it's coming to BWAP.
All right, so let's see. My risk here was about 12 cents, so my reward is for up to at least like 32, 34 for my first target.
Got to hold tight on this GoPro. It doesn't want to break down through. So if it gets above that 717, we need to see the volume. If any big volume goes in there, I'm just going to pull out the trade, try to save the risk for a later trade.
For sure. I get that.
Let it go.
All right, we're up to 18s, 19s.
All right, right here is going to be the decision-making point.
Let's see if we get up to 20s here.
Yeah, what I would watch IOVA with is either an hourly or a 15-minute chart. If you look at it on a 15-minute chart, you won't be faked out as much, and you'll be able to watch the whole move. So right now, the big breakout is through 15. If you see a massive amount of swing through 15, that would be the swing to go long.
Oh my gosh, I just mismanaged this trade so poorly, guys. Ugh, I feel stupid. I'm so used to going short, right? I'm so used to going short that when it got up there, I tried to sell half of my position when I was up like 20, 25 bucks. And so I tried to sell half of my position. Instead, I ended up adding 100 shares to it, panicking, and then taking 200 shares off. So now I have 100 shares and I'm up $10. Well, there goes my mismanaged long trade. I'm so used to trading short,
Hey,
guys.
we gotta learn.
Yeah,
There's only one way to learn, right?
I'm so used to trading short. I'm not even used to going long at all. It sucks
Okay.
though because I was up like $20, man, and that ad mixed with the other move is gonna hurt me, I think, in this one. But at least it's not like a huge loss at this point. I only got 100 shares left.
All
But
right. If we
man,
get above 18s, I'll be stopping out. I'm
a
letting
dumb
this try
mistake.
to reject this 17, go back to the VWAP and get below VWAP. That's what we need right here.
And the good news is like I got $100 left, so like, or I got 100 shares left, so like no matter what, it's not going to be a massive loss or anything, but definitely a mismanaged long
You see
trade.
that the ACB bounce was a lot cleaner.
Look at Kron maybe for a little rejection move, kind of in there. I can kind of see that.
Yeah, I like the VWAP bounce play on ACB. That was a nice one.
And I'll probably just keep the rest of this break even.
AMAT went right down to that level, the bottom trend line held, and now is going to break out.
There's 24s. Sorry.
Easily on AMAT.
Yeah, hey man, I was watching that one this morning.
That's
It's
the 1-2-3 rule right there. It's easy as it gets. One up on the first drive, pull back to 42.83s, a drive up there to 43.85s, pull back to a trend line, create a bottom trend line, goes up, creates the top trend line, holds the bottom, gets volume. That's the rule of three.
yep. We got a really nice class on that too. Oh, also, guys, we do have our class today after the stream. It's all set and ready. And so I'll post the link. Let me get it ready here while I'm kind of hanging out in this trade. Oh
And
wait, did you
GoPro
send
not
me?
looking the best here.
Did you send me the thumbnail, Mitch?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm
send it to both of you, man, just in case.
Okay. There's 25s, and like I said, I'm just bummed out I mismanaged this trade. It would have been a much bigger winner at this point, but you live and you learn. First long trade, like I said, and I mean, actually, no, like I said, I did trade. There it is. Let me download this. I did trade one last week, but just mismanaged this one, guys.
All right, I saw a huge share size at 720, so really got to respect this 719.
Yeah, there's 29s, 30s. Stupid. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I did it again. I'm out. I'm getting out of this trade. $25 gain. Just frustrating. Just I'm so used to
No,
I'm so used to going short. I'm so used to going short.
GoPro looking to break out. A little part of me almost feels like flipping the trade on GoPro, but I don't do that.
Yeah, I mean this is the make or break moment for it for sure, I think.
I'm already out.
Uh,
Yep, it
yeah.
broke that trend line.
Yeah,
You
for
needed to
sure.
hold that trend line for sure. It was going to come back down. It was going to hold that trend line. I could see it pull back to 717 and then a breakout with that bullish engulfing
Oh,
kick. There's the volume.
I just realized I don't yeah, it was the right exit, I think. I just realized that you can't even see my screen. I don't think I'm definitely up a little bit at least in this trade. Like commissions on TradeNet are like 0.006 cents per share, so like $3 for a round trip. I probably built up at least $10 in commissions, at least 10. But I'm definitely gonna at least profit like 10, $15 from it. And so like yeah, it's a profitable trade. That's one of the things I like about TradeNet is commissions are just ridiculously cheap. And at least it was green. But just a dumb mistake on my part. Second day in a row, I made a mistake going long. But at least I was right about the setup and pattern, and you know, I think the spy, like if you look at it, when I was in this trade, I think the spy pushing up really helped me with this trade. The spy, you know, scooping up there. Which one are y'all talking about, Scott? Let's see. Oh, BOSC. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, guys, look at BOSC. BOSC, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice this, but look at BOSC. This one is going crazy right now. BOSC with a crazy, crazy move.
I got a starter here on SDMO, but bad fill. It showed up 10 on the level twos, but I got 98. Definitely not where I wanted to get filled.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3 cent spread on that one. That might be it.
I
I
mean, it
don't
was
hate
on
it, though.
1003 on the left side.
Oh,
That was a bad fill.
yeah.
Horrible fill.
Yeah, man. I'm still looking at BOSC. This thing is just crazy today. This thing ran up from 270 all the way to 360, and then it's back down to 295, and this is all in like a 10-minute span, less than 10 minutes. It's just crazy, man. Maybe it's that time in the market again. I don't know.
Hey, sounds good with the challenge coming up. I'm gonna need
Yeah,
some
man. That'll be
big
fun.
moves.
Yeah, man. That'll be fun for sure.
All right, looking good here. Let's see if we can wash out through the 90s.
Here's Mitch. But yeah, if I don't know if I'm gonna trade again today, but that is 5 green days this week, a perfect week, no losing days this week, so I'll take it. Yeah, it's definitely looking better. Oh, but that was fun, man. Just screwing up a long trade, guys. How long has it been since y'all have seen me screw up a long trade that bad, man? And you can tell I'm almost solely a short bias trader, but with all the VWAP bounces today, I had to take it. I had to take it, and it worked out. Like it worked out. Like the VWAP bounce worked for AMD. Just to say, like my trade idea was correct, but I definitely mismanaged it multiple times. Multiple times, I did the wrong thing, and the way I mismanaged it, like I said, is I was trying to cover it instead. I added to the position, and then it would have been like a $35-$40 gain, but I screwed it up. Is basically what happened.
Hmm, square with a good move there. Called it out. Moved to 65.28 and then rejection. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I think our VWAPs are just at different spots. Mine, to me, it looks choppy, but to you, I think it probably is a good VWAP projection.
Not VWAP rejection. It's a bear flag.
Oh,
So
okay.
it goes that first up, that second up. If you look at the open and you draw a trend line from that green candle, 922 to the highs, and just keep following it, you get 3 tries. The rule of three. I'm telling you, the rule of three is something that is impressive when you see it on chart. 3 rejections, and it usually rejects. Um, the fourth is always going to be that strongest point where it could reverse, but you're going to get that at least momentum.
Yeah, Mateo, you said you're doing that on Thinkorswim. Like I talked to Mateo in the chat the other day, so you're doing that. You're doing that in Thinkorswim, right? Yeah, two way. You stay quiet, bro. Don't wish bad on Mitch and I's mid and high caps. You don't do that, bro. You stay away from them, man. I mean, honestly though, whenever the penny stocks start to run, I typically do worse. Yeah, I mean, Mateo, market orders are always going to give you terrible feels. Like I said, the best thing you can do is, especially on like Thinkorswim, the best thing you can do is just look for small spreads. Look for small spreads. But if you're buying like breakouts, you're gonna get a rough fill a lot of the time.
Yeah, Thinkorswim is definitely a little frustrating with that paper, but you got to
Yeah.
remember it's free.
Right.
And so if you need to write down where your entry would be, write it down.
Yeah.
It's
Actual
about,
paper trade. You know.
yeah, it's about learning. Don't get mad because the program filled you 20 cents away from your entry.
Right.
If you know your entry was at that point, you hit it at that point, take that price, calculate from there, and make a good trade. Remember, you're practicing execution. You're not trying to take money from fake money. So instead, focus on the actual execution of the trade.
Yep. Yeah. IOVA, if it pulls back to the VWAP, doesn't look terrible here.
Can't let this get back above 1006.
Yeah, for a risk level in that one, Mitch, I like that 1006 level. That's exactly where I think it should be, and I think you're okay still at this point. I
I
noticed
think
your
it all has
VWAP.
to do with my fill also. I
Well,
mean, fill at 1004 and 98, two different fills.
well, on mine, it's like right at the VWAP.
1006. I'm
You
out.
know.
All right, guys. Looks like today's going to be another max loss day. Just got to let it go.
Yeah.
So what
It
happens
happens,
when you
brother.
start opening up big sizing and not finding the right trade?
Yeah, man, it happens, bro. We'll see what happens with the BOSC. That one's been like a crazy move. IOVA as well. IOVA too.
Hugo getting mad about shirt trader and their requirements. I
Yeah,
used to
man.
get mad about their restrictions.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
don't know how many times I I used to hotkey a lot. So there was times where I would get like that dollar breakout, and 2 or 3 times when I was using Share Trader, I hit the hot button to buy 1,000 shares. I see the stock jump 30 or 40, 50 cents in like less than 10 seconds. I look down, buying power restriction. I'm like, what are you talking? This wasn't on the list. But that's how Share Trader does it.
yeah.
And
OTLK.
that can get really frustrating. You have to take cash accounts with Share Trader, even though they're telling you they're giving you that 6-to-1 buying power.
For sure.
So It's difficult to trade because you have to deal with the restrictions.
Um, Wait, hold on. There we go.
It's like I might have got him stopped out a little bit. Let's see if it comes back on.
Yeah, I think you might like. I don't know, man.
That would have been 1 cent.
I know your VWAP is a little bit different than mine. Maybe I'm biased, but I like my VWAP better. You know, I think that
I
right
just think
now.
charting on TOS is too slow for me.
Right. Well, no. What I'm saying though is that you should be able to on TEFs. You should be able to put pre-market data up on TEFs, and then that's the only reason our VWAP is different is because mine follows pre-market data as well. Yours
It
cuts.
hasn't. It hasn't.
Huh?
It hasn't. Right there.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what you should do is because that's why our VWAP's different. I think is because your VWAP follows just excluding pre-market. Mine actually follows pre-market action as well. So like yours skips from the previous day.
I think it's the coding. You know,
Maybe
VWAP
so.
is coded. It's just coded differently on Thinkorswim than it is on TEFs.
Maybe so.
We're going to be a cent or two off, a couple cents off.
Well, with SGMO specifically, like my VWAP is right there at like 1005, 1004. And so it's like in mine it's just like if for instance like if I was taking the VWAP fade because of where my VWAP is, I think a good risk level would have been like 1014. And then, you know, set that 990 low of the day. And so it's like your risk is like from 5 to 14, 9 cents, and then your reward is from to like 89. And so it's like a 2-to-1 trade that way. And because our VWAP is a little bit different, I think it's just we calculate it a little bit differently just because our VWAPs are a little different.
Looking at square here for a pullback for it to break out.
While we got a little bit of time here, if anybody's interested in using TradeNet, the same broker that Mitch and I use, if you're interested in checking them out, this month is the month to do it. They have a 30% off sale going on right now where their base package, the intro package, is 30% off. You can get it for, let me see here. You can get it for $350, so 30% off, which is ridiculously cheap because it comes with 14K in buying power to trade with. You actually get 14K in buying power with the intro account. And like I said, I think that the huge benefit to this is that most new traders are going to lose their first account anyway. And so it's actually a much cheaper route to get a TradeNet account, have no PDT rule, be able to trade with 14K in buying power. And if you lose that, you're only out the $350 that you're paying for the package. You know, and not a lot of new traders will deposit thousands into a lot of traders will deposit thousands into a regular broker and then lose that. And so with TradeNet, it comes with a day trading course. There's no PDT rule, and it's just much cheaper. And so you're eliminating some of that risk. Plus, commissions are pretty cheap. One of the ways I can use such small sizing is because if I buy less than like 300 shares, my commission's like $4. For a complete round trip, in and out, all together $4. It's so ridiculously cheap. And if you're interested in checking that out, it's a great way to help support the channel. And like I said, you're paying $350 for the intro package, and the max loss is $700. So you're actually able to lose $700. So you're getting twice what you're paying for it in a max loss. And so I think it makes sense for new traders specifically. And I'll post that link here as well. Great way to help support the channel. I remember one time John talking about that limit orders are not available with TradeNet. I mean, they're available. You can trade limit orders. I just get much better fills. Like Mitch uses limit orders a lot. I just get better fills with market orders.
What you want to do is you want to learn how to adjust. You can use limit. You just have to put it out before your entry hits.
Right.
Or you can use a market as the number approaches where you want to be filled.
Right. All right, guys, and like I said, we're getting our class ready. I will let me finish this up here. Wait. Mitch, you used a JSON, JSON thumbnail. Let me see. I think that's what you used.
I use a different. Let me know if you need me to fix it.
I'm trying trying to see.
You can just go on Canva.
No, it's a PNG. It's a PNG. It should work. I don't know why it's not. I can save it as a different one, so I should be able to do it. Hold on. Weird. Let me save it as a different file. Try saving it as a JPG. I don't know why it's not working. Let me back out and do this again. There we go. I got it. All right.
All right. One more attempt here. And square here. 6505s. Off 94. Lowered my share size as I've not been as accurate as I wanted to be. The stock has a big enough range that the share size should suffice for it. All right, getting that strength here.
Here, I'm going to put you up here. Let me throw you up here while I'm getting the class ready. Hold on one second, Skippy. Let me once I finish this, I'll show you. I think my standard deviation is -2, +2.
Yep, that's what it normally is. Tried to sell some there at 30, just went to it 29. What's this spy doing?
I'm not
Hey
sure.
guys, just to keep an eye on that one, IOVA getting up there again. Keep an eye on that one. All right, sold a little bit there at 65.29. See if we can get up there to that 65.40. Next stop. Looking to sell another 300 as it gets to 39. All right, sold another little bit there. Nice little gain, at least coming back on the day. Have 169 on this name.
Nice. Nice work, bro. All right, guys, we got
All right, next profit's going to have to be up there 50s or 65, 60s. Thinking 50s.
we're gonna go ahead and debut this class at 9:45 and premiere it. There we go. All right, guys. Remember, we're gonna be debuting our another class tonight, and so go check it out. This one's a pretty short one, but it's gonna be debuted in a little bit. There's the link. It's gonna be at 9:45 in about 20 minutes or so. Looking good for you, bro.
Yep, just letting your work up there now.
So yeah, join the waiting list for that class, guys. There's the link right there. So I just posted the link. Join the waiting list, and
Definitely, guys. One of the cool things is, and we've been seeing in the market, is how it changes. You know, right now it's been mainly long. The best trades this week have been long.
Yep.
All right, getting up there to those 50s, and with some strength, so I'm letting it keep rip.
Looks good, bro. Look at that.
You can just sell a little bit more here into this when it recollects at 50s. There it recollects the 50s. See if it pushes up the level 2. Looks like we're going to get a little pullback.
No, OTLK is not tradable. There you go.
All right, I'll look to sell some at 55 here. And not getting it. Let's take this 50.
There you go.
There you go. Nice surge. No volume came in there. Gonna take 100 out here and just let the rest go. I think we're gonna get a pullback to be wet. Oh, 1,500 shares added.
Yep. Let's see if we get
That
that break of
pushes
that
through.
high right there.
Got 100 shares left on this.
Might as well just let it work.
Yeah, you see. Rush
There you go.
towards a little bit of profit there, guys. Sometimes you just gotta wait.
I could see this one
Oh, I'm
filling some
patient.
of that. I I could see this one filling some of that gap though. Like especially if it breaks this high right here, it gap down. It could at least go up to that 66.40 level is what I would watch for it. See if it fills some of that gap. But
All right. Going to celebrate the trade and kind of minimize the loss on the day.
yeah.
Not too bad. 265 on that trade. Now we just
Nice.
down $27 for the day.
Oh, nice comeback, bro. Yeah, $27 is
Yeah,
nothing. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
got to come back sometimes.
Yeah, brother. Good job. Yeah, guys. Like I said, we got this. Remember, our class is premiering in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, it's this one's a really good one done by Mitch. It's one of Mitch's classes. It's on no hesitation in trading. We're gonna be premiering it. I'll probably end up hanging out and watching some of it with you guys. But nice comeback, brother.
Yeah, man, not too bad. 265 on that one, 212, and $80 on the losses. The 212 one just shows that if I would have stuck to the same sizing, I needed to adjust it. Maybe it should have been 1,000 shares. Would have probably given me the break even
Yep.
because that's what we want to do. Usually, one good trade should cover two of the risk trades,
Right. Good risk reward. You know.
and that's what we want to do. Give ourselves an ability to come back.
Yep. That's what good risk reward's all about, guys. Look at IOVA. Doesn't look like a bad fade either. IOVA is right there now.
Well, you got to be brave to fade that.
I mean, the range is huge, but if you take a small size, you could try to take advantage of it. Let me see what the risk reward's looking like on this thing. It's just it looks perfect for a fade. So like you could use 15-14 as your risk, and it's not actually a huge range or anything, you know. Like let's see. You could use like 15-16 as your risk, get in with like a 15-cent risk, and then from 15 down to, you know, 66, almost a 40-cent reward. You know, 1501 down to 65, that's a 35-cent reward. Is better than 2-1. Not bad. I mean, it's too late now. It might fade already. Yeah, OTLK. This thing is running huge today, guys. Big move for OTLK. But yeah, like I said, the range here for IOVA doesn't look bad. Like this could be your risk, this could be your reward. So just a much bigger reward than your risk, and that's what you want to look for. And so when it was up here specifically, it would have to be around 15 to take it, but that doesn't look bad. But yeah, small little $25 gain. I think I don't think it's a bad thing that I've been using a smaller sizing after bringing my account into the green. I think it's okay for me to build up a little bit of cushion on this account and you know, be able to really let it work. It would have been like I said, today's game would have been like 40 something bucks, but I just mismanaged the heck out of today's trade, guys. So my fault for sure.
It happens. It happens. It's a
Yeah,
learning
man.
experience.
Definitely, man.
And that's really what this channel is about at the end.
Yep.
It's for you guys to learn off of us.
What we
Learn
do
that,
right
hey,
and wrong.
day trading isn't easy, but if you work hard at it and you have the right system, you can profit.
Yep. I mean, like I said, it's been a long road. Like we've done everything live, and I actually worked back and brought this account into the green. It's been a long road, but I did it, and I did it all live too. So, and so that's the cool thing. But we'll see. We'll see how well we can build this up. And like I said, I think a lot of the trading world is just filled with nonsense. People hiding their account balance and people, hiding everything, cherry picking their winners.
I'm impressed.
Which one?
The tech stocks, they're pretty much back. If
Yeah, I
anyone
mean,
doesn't remember, there's a lot of people that are in tech stocks, and they're finally starting to bounce back, really.
look at AMD. Look at this flag on AMD.
Yeah, look at AMAT. That's even better. That's a nice rising triangle, holding everything. Going to come back down to the 90 EMA here.
Yep. I'm just saying, look at it. Look at AMD though with that flag, bro. You can see this flag right here on AMD. Looks good. It looks good. We'll see. I mean, the VWAP's right in the middle though, and so I think a very interesting risk level is just right around 28 for AMD. The same level I used when I was in this trade for my long trade.
Yeah. It held the support. We always talk about the down three. Down three was at 28.05. As long as it holds at 28.05 and it gets momentum through the 28.20s, could break out to that 28.45.
Yep. Yeah, look at Zoom. Zoom had a nice flag too. Look at this one.
I want to see if AMAT is going to break out here or if it's going to break down. It's so extended on the daily that it's hard to long it here. Even though the pattern is there, it's hard to long it based on the daily chart.
Yeah, that was a nice little flag breakout for Zoom too. We got some good flags forming right now.
Here you go. I'm really keeping an eye on this IOVA. I'm trying to catch it when it gets that momentum push. I really feel it's going to get it. It's just a matter of time and when. So you have to watch it on a long term, not get faked out by the small moves. Look for that real breakout.
Yeah.
And it's going to come with hundreds of thousands of shares, not just tens of thousands.
Right.
You want to see that huge sudden surge. Someone buying up 100,000 shares is what it's going to take to get this stock to get that breakout.
Right.
I'm watching the SPY pushing. Let's see what happens. See if we can get above these resistance that's just above it. Show strength and start moving some stocks upwards. Gonna check out Disney and the bigger stocks.
Yeah, for sure, Ebro. Absolutely, man. And if you look at the VWAP bounces today, like one of the stocks I got bummed out about is Pinterest. This is actually the first VWAP bounce I spotted today, and I liked it because if you look at it, it was pretty overextended on the downside as well. Like this thing gapped down like over $5 today, so it was overextended on the downside. I think it had some upward momentum, and this is really the first one I saw today. And it was just a beautiful VWAP bounce right here. I even talked about it this morning. And, I kind of watched it slowly float away, But, like, nice little risk there at the whole dollar. Decent reward here. And so you enter it right here at the VWAP, and you just got a really nice risk to reward. You can see your risk is here, your reward here.
Getting
So your reward.
breakdowns.
And so that's really, I watched all these stocks do VWAP bounces, and eventually I just kind of got tired of it. And so I took AMD when it pulled back to the VWAP, and it ended up working out, but it didn't follow through as well as a lot of these other ones that I were actually watching. And so, yeah, I got to take some more VWAP bounces.
Perfect levels here.
Which one?
AMD. Went right back to support 28.
Yeah, I have the little flag drawn on that one. Maybe I have this a little low, but the whole dollar looks good right there. It's got a nice little flag. It's consolidating too.
And now it's building what's called a bullish engulfing candle. That means a small red candle, and then you get a huge green candle that the shadow, if you just push it to the left, would eat that red.
Yep.
I think you're going to see a little push here to the 28.15s, and then we're going to see how the volume collects here. I'm keeping an eye on AMAT and AMD right now.
And remember, guys, our next free class starts in 7 minutes. There's the link in the chat. Go check it out. We hope you'll join the waiting list for the class. It's going to be a premiere. Really good class on hesitation and trading. Short class, not super long, but a really good, legit class. And so we're going to post that link. We're going to be starting that one pretty shortly here. Like I said, in like 7 minutes is when we're going to do that one. Yep, 5 green days this week, though, guys. I'm really proud of myself. 5 green days, 6 green days in a row. Fought really hard this week, brought my account into the green. And, 5 green days in a row. We'll see how long we can keep my last streak was 12 days. And so we'll see how long we can keep this one going. ACB's right at the VWAP, too, man. Might not be a bad...
Okay. Bunch of volume coming in on AMD at 2804, 10,000 shares.
What do you think about ENPH's VWAP fade possibility here?
That one has the tendency to completely reverse. If you look at Thursday, you'll see it VWAP fade and then come up and break out.
Yep.
So it's a little bit of a dangerous one to play that game with.
Absolutely.
I've been calling it. It's low volume. So it's one of those that either the pattern looks amazing, purely amazing, and you want to trade it, or if it even is just a little bit fishy, I wouldn't trade.
Yeah, I feel you.
And so you give yourself kind of those rules. If it's perfectly patterned, then you can trade low volume stocks. But if the pattern doesn't look absolutely perfect, I wouldn't trade low volume stocks because you can get plenty of fake outs. One trader can ruin it.
Yep.
Seeing a Harmony and AMD.
You're trading AMD, huh? Come
I'm
to the dark
checking
side,
it
bro.
out.
Yeah.
Might get in here. Looks interesting.
Remember, you fought back.
6 cents.
Remember, though, you fought back, man. And so don't, if you do trade it,
Time
don't.
to get in the green, bro.
I know, but I'm just saying, man. Be careful, bro. You fought back. You had a good,
One of the best things is I'm not stressing about the losses today. So the win and the loss didn't create an emotional effect inside.
Right.
I wasn't too overwhelmed happy because I won on my last trade. And I wasn't too down when I lost on the one before that one.
Yeah.
So as long as you're kind of still even with your emotions, that's really what you want to keep under check.
Yep.
Because if you're thinking logically, you're trading logically, you're trading viable trades, you're fine. It's when we start getting emotional and then we start risking horrible risk to returns, or we just start double share sizing, that's what you don't want to see. And if anything, today, I'm proud of myself for taking a step down in size, and that's how I made my gain in square. Um, you know, I don't always want to take a step down in sizing, but when you're noticing your accuracy kind of fall off, that was 4 straight trades in the red. You got to be smart. You got to
Yep.
control yourself. There's no point in giving up your money.
Yep.
So one of the best things to do, limit your share size, get back in the green, get a nice winning trade. I'm not telling you to cut your share size so much where it's going to hurt you, but cut it down a little bit, limit the risk, and control yourself. IOVA over that 15 has a short time uh, pennant there. 1, 2, 3 tries, hold. This is where the breakout would be. Let's see the volume that comes in here. There we go, getting some. Look at AMD, looking strong also. AMD is looking strong because the SPY is breaking out.
Yeah, man, it's still in that little range too for the
Yeah,
fade.
still tradable.
Yep.
Still definitely in the risk to return rate. I would expect a pullback here to 28.09, 28.07s, and that's only a 7 cent risk.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Our class is starting in 2 minutes, guys. Or 2 minutes is when our next class is starting. So there's the link. We hope you'll join our class. It's on No Hesitation in Trading. Go check it out. It's part of our free trading camp playlist. We have, after this class, we'll have 10 free day trading classes, all roughly 20 minutes to an hour and a half long. Go check them out. There's the link. If you want to use the broker we use, I'll post that link here as well. And yeah, guys, good luck. We hope to see you for our next class on No Hesitation in Trading. And like I said, check that out. Check out the link. We hope you'll join our class. If you want to use the same broker that we do, the intro account comes with 14K in buying power and a lot of other cool stuff. There's the link. And go check out Trade Ideas, really cool company that allows me to stream my scanners every day. Super dynamic, customizable scanners. There's the link for that as well. Good luck, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Sorry, bro. Our class is starting.
Oh no, I wasn't able to get an AMD. I
Oh.
wicked down, never filled me.